Hi all, and good evening to those at the venue. Six rounds to go, and USA-2 still has a fighting chance, but not really the Australians. No, Trump is 15-17. Three F minor, it says splinter. They do play normal stamen, but it looks like this 3 club is some kind of splinter. That's what the convention card says. You can click on player name, and then in the bottom left hand corner you will get a link to convention card. Of course, the way the bidding has gone, it looks like a puppet stamen, so 3 diamond, 3 heart promising other major, 3 diamond possibly. Well, I can't figure out really what it is. Let's see what the typed commentary explains. South, note that he only has 14 high card points, but the 3 tens and in a certain HCP tweaking system where you count 4.5 for ace and there is a 1/4, a quarter of a point for 10, this hand would be worth much more. It would be in fact 15.75 high card points. The queen gets 1.5, king is 3, and jack is 0.75. So the total is 40. That is ace 4.5, king 3, queen 1.5, jack 0.75 and 10.25. That way of counting, this south is worth 15.75, about 1.75 points more than the normal high card point count. The play depends on a lot of guesses. East having shown clubs with the double of 3 club, south opted to play diamond jack with west, rightly so. What next? I think you will have to play a spade and probably have to opt for spade, spade king with west. And possibly a heart to queen now. That is, of course, after cashing diamond queen, or perhaps he could delay it too. Declarer has made 5 tricks, the 2 aces in diamond queen, take it to 8, and I guess he is wondering whether he should play small heart to 10 or queen. It seems to me that it's better not to cash the diamond queen and risk difficult discard. Note that you can't discard a club, and spade discard would expose him to an end play later. That is, the defenders would be able to play spade without much problem. So I think it is better not to cash diamond queen. Instead, just play a small heart. Now the hand is almost fully counted, and as long as he loses the first trick to waist, next he should be able to make. I'm not sure that speed jack discard is a very good idea. So he is opting to play east for heart king, and he will now try to end play him. 'On to board 19. On club opening, 1 diamond overcall and 1 heart looks like showing spade suit. Twelve tricks are available playing in spades. Safest from north side, but now that west has overcalled vulnerable, one could expect heart king to be onside. Three spade. Now, ideally, north should have conducted, especially in absence of the 1 diamond overcall. it would have been safer. But the transfer actually transfers conduction to the riskier hand.
Hi, Prakash.
Hi Michael, welcome. Now, having said that, what are the 12 tricks North-South could have without that heart king being one of them? Well, on 3 clubs, 3 hearts could be discarded from north hand. Okay, so it is right to say that conducting from north hand is safer.
Yeah, from north, 6 hearts is cold, isn't it? Sorry, 6 spades.
Yes, go on, Michael.
Well, I mean, you need a little bit of behaviour, but just so long as you play from the north side with the king of hearts protected, they can't shoot 6 spades.
That's right. It's safer from north hand. And the irony of the transfer bid is it is transferring the conduction to slightly more unsafe hand. And I'm saying slightly more unsafe only because there is that overcall. Without the overcall, north was certainly far safer. The other observation that I would like to make is that this jump is pretty precipitate in the sense that it takes away a lot of bidding space, and it's going to be difficult to bid the slam with conviction hereafter, unless of course the 3-speed shows a solid club suit.
In my partnership, that 3-spade bid's actually very specifically defined. It shows more or less this hand, like concentrated stuff in spades and clubs, which is why you didn't open no trump and sort of 14-16 balanced.
Okay.
Which is exactly what South has.
What if South had a singleton heart, 5-4-3-1, and say Queen of Diamonds and not Queen of Clubs? Would you have bid the same way?
No, with that hand we would make a mini splinter. I don't know what Rosenberg and Willen can do, but we played similar methods, and with that hand we'd make a mini splinter.
I mean, if 3-speed denies any sharpness and shows a solid club suit, then the jump makes sense because you don't need much space afterwards. In any case, they are in 6-speed, and that was reasonably well bid. 4 diamond Q, I guess, 4-speed, nothing more to say for Notre Marquise, 5 heart 2 key cards, and 6. Josh Sher points out that on 1 heart, both 3 diamond and 3 heart were available possibly as splinters. Therefore, 3-speed is very specific and informative. Nice point. So should he discard 3 diamonds now, or should he discard 3 hearts? In absence of that 1 diamond overcall, it would have been difficult to, uh, not necessarily difficult, but it would have been interesting, because it would be right to discard 3 hearts and score the slam with a diamond rough in the closed hand. Now, of course, he knows the heart ace is onside, so he's opting to discard diamonds.
He hasn't actually committed yet. He needs to decide now if the clubs are breaking. If the clubs are not breaking, he needs to pitch diamonds. If the clubs are breaking, he can pitch either on the hand because the ace is onside.
That is right, and it doesn't know that till he plays the third club, does he?
He has to make his commitment now, but pitching a diamond on the first club didn't stop him from making either play.
Now, in case he was not certain of the position of heart ace, it would have been important to decide on the second club itself.
He still has 3 pitches if the clubs break, and if the clubs don't break, he doesn't have enough tricks without the heart king.
That's right. That is when he knows that heart king is onside, right?
If he knew that, he'd have claimed, but he doesn't know that for sure. He suspects it, but...
That's right. In the sense, knows in the sense, there is very high probability of it being onside. Far higher probability than finding the clubs breaking. So the Australians didn't bid the slam in the other room and are now up by 24-1. The USA is up by 24-1.
Yeah, this is a match where Australia don't have much to play for other than pride, whereas the US are a chance to qualify if they have a good finish.
Right. 3-note from hand before this was interesting, and looks like the Australian declarer hasn't made good guesses on that one. He wasn't helped with that information about the club suit. Interesting to note the bidding and note that the non-availability of information could lead to difference of 2 tricks. One club double, redouble showing strong hand. Looks like East-West are playing some kind of a strong club system.
East-West are actually playing something a bit like a Polish club. Their one club opening is either like 11 to 16 with clubs, or a strong no trump, or 17 to 20 any.
Okay, multi. this should finally end in 3 Notrum, perhaps even 4 heart. And although there is a 4-4 club fit, I doubt they would want to cross 3 Notrum. So out of the 3 meanings of that 1 club bid, the 2 heart rebid has shown 15-17 balanced. Is that right to say that, Michael?
No, presumably he's shown this hand at 17-20 any. With a balanced hand, he'd have rebid a no trump, I guess.
Okay, 17-20 any, that's right. Three club, 4 club. What is good about it is East has 2 aces and excellent club spots. But what is not good about it is it doesn't have any heart fit. And now that West comes up with Diamond Queen, the wasted value, I'm not sure 6 club is a good idea.
Well, it's not a fantastic spot, but the one good thing for them is they've stuck the kick of diamonds on lead. That's the one thing they've got going for them.
Hearts are breaking, so a spade, a diamond, 2 tricks, a 4 in heart, 6, and you need 6 tricks from clubs. And he will need to enjoy hearts after ruffling those 2 spades. It's not going to be possible. So 6 club on a trump lead, it's probably going to be very difficult. Looks like East West have forgotten about the double by North. I would have thought that on 3 club, 3 diamond by East would have been a better option, allowing West to bid 3 Notrum with some kind of diamond check. As I remarked, click on GIB and you can see that on a trump lead this will go down. On diamond it will obviously make. Not clear how a heart lead will end up in 12 tricks for East West. Seems to me that a diamond discard on the 3rd heart which survives, and then a cross ruff. But on a club lead, on the trump lead, it doesn't make. The problem is the declarer can't both enjoy hearts and take two roughs in waste hand. Typically, this kind of situation is pregnant with the possibility of a backwash squeeze, and it might be one of the ideas here on a non-trump lead. Let's see how it goes. Of course, from North's point of view, Trump seems best.
It looks to me like a club lead just beats at Cole, and on a non-club lead he's maybe got a pretty good chance, but he'll have to play very well and guess well.
On a non-trump lead, the declarer could have taken 3 spade roughs in waste hand. But on a trump lead, that is not possible. And as I suspected, I think there is that theme of backwash squeeze that will possibly come into play on a non-trump lead. I'll have to analyze this at leisure. If you click on GIB, you'll see that only spade king or queen play leads to a certain defeat. I can see why. Because there will be a diamond spade squeeze on North, and spade king or queen breaks that squeeze. Let's say a trump just now. Declarer can win, discard a diamond on hard jack. Before that, unblock diamond ace, of course. So let's say a trump just now, play club jack, diamond ace. Well. Now when declarer cashes hearts, the position will be a spade, 3 diamonds and a trump with west in 5 card ending, and a trump, ace jack 10 and 2 diamonds with east. What does north keep? 6 card ending. No, I still can't figure out. Can you, Michael?
I'll admit I cheated and I've looked at the double dummy analysis. Apparently declarer can make it somehow. Rosenberg did have to switch to the king of spades or queen of spades to beat it, but I can't work it out yet why.
Oh, this looks like a roughing squeeze will develop. Okay, now small diamond to ace and the club back to hand and 2 hearts. And the last 3 card position is trump and 2 diamonds in, diamond queen small in west hand, and spade ace jack and a trump in east hand. Okay? Declarer
Yes, that
plays
looks
small
right.
diamond to ace and plays a jack ace and cashes 2 hearts.
And of course, if Rosenberg had
Spade
switched
to
to the
diamond.
spade king, that would have broken that up.
That is right. That's what it was showing. Spade king would have broken it up. Declarer does have a very good idea of the distribution by now, or at least the high cards, and most of them, all of them have to be with north. So possibly he could think of the winning play.
In the other room, the score was minus 800 for Australia. So if he makes this, it's worth 11 imps to Australia. And if he goes down, it's 14 to USA. So 25 imps riding on the play here.
if you look at the bidding in the other room, you will notice that the south player failed to bid one diamond. Literally hanging north for the double because north had to take out, and one spade went 3 down doubled. But had south bid one diamond, they would have easily avoided that problem. Game over. Board 21 looks like 4 heart making 10 or 11 tricks, 11 more likely for north south. the modified Polish clubs, so they will have to go through a few rounds to find out exactly what it is.
So the one club here in this case was 11 to 16 with clubs, and they actually play one diamond is any positive. They actually bid anything else with all the bad hands. So one diamond is the only forward-going move. So I could be wrong, but I suspect that pass might well show the 11 to 16 with clubs hand. Either that or
You're
a trap
right,
pass.
one diamond is 6 plus. One diamond is 6 plus, anything else is 0 to 5. And pass possibly the weaker version of the hand?
I suspect it's probably either 11 to 16 with clubs or possibly also a trap pass and 17 to 20 in there. I must say it feels a bit ridiculous to me that that East can't show their spade suit at the 1 level, and they're now going to have to try and find their 4-4 spade fit at the 3 level.
Absolutely. And they didn't find it. And this won't make.
To be fair, 3 spades might not have either. In fact, it went down in the other room. Maybe they could have stopped in 2 spades though. I don't know if that was possible.
Should have been possible to stop in 2 speed. West doesn't have a very highly encouraging kind of hand. Just a little bit of noise and one diamond showed all that perhaps.
1 diamond was only 6 plus, remember. I'm not convinced you could get me to play these methods for money or anything really.
Okay. But he didn't have to bid 2 no trump, did he? I mean, with 9 points, no ace, and
he actually had 11.
Couldn't he have doubled?
11, and you'd only shown 6 so far. He had 3 kings and a queen.
Oh, 3 kings and a queen. Yeah, 11. Yeah, okay. With the weaker hands, if you miss the first opportunity to show what you have, often you don't get a second opportunity, as what happened here with East. West is right to give this play a bit of a thought, because the lead tells him that he doesn't need to play hard, and he has come up with the best solution. Brilliant.
There's a little bit of danger of that 8 of hearts now, because yeah, I suppose they're always fine, but Rosenberg needs to not play the 10 if he gets
I
in.
understand that the
But
9 of
Wellington's going to get in and lead the 9.
block,
It's no issue. They're just going to go down.
South will simply discard 2 clubs. It doesn't need to keep any of the clubs other than the ace.
It's a fairly simple rule for the South, and it's throw losers, keep winners. That works well on a lot of hands.
That's right. The key was to find that diamond shift for that extra 1 down, and he did. Heart 9 now, else there will be problem.
I may be wrong, but I suspect USA-2 are as close to qualifying as they've ever been yet in this event. They're only 14 VPs behind 8 now.
Do you like that 1 heart bid, Michael? Perhaps 4 heart might have been a better idea? Or
I'm
3
not a big
hearts,
fan of 4 hearts second seat vole in a way. That suit's a bit ropey for me.
3, right? I counted 8. It seems to have 7 carded heart. So what about 3 hearts?
Well, you could bid 3 hearts, but again, the suit quality is not so great. He's got sort of scattered values and is an 11 count. Okay, the club queen is Singleton, so I don't have a problem with 1 heart. Keep in mind they play limited openings, so his partner's not going to ever think he's got a really good hand.
It just gives more chance to opponents to exchange information. Now, as on this hand,
Well, the issue is your second seat vole. Bidding 3 hearts, I think, just invites yourself to when North's got a like I don't like it personally at this vole and seat. If the colours or the vole in different positions, sure, but second seat vole might preempt the better suits than that.
okay. Now, what is the par here? I suppose North-South can make 10 tricks in clubs, and can East-West make 4 spades or 4 hearts? 4 hearts they obviously cannot make because they got 2 trump losers and the 2 minor suit aces. How about 4 spade?
I can't see any obvious reason why 4 spades goes down, but we'll have to wait and see, I guess.
Well, 4 spade, okay, heart rough, so there is an immediate heart rough, so 4 spade does not make. 3 aces and heart rough.
Yeah, of course. Sorry, the heart rock killed it.
So no game mix, just one less than game. 2 no trump will be the limit for north-south. But there are 5 spade tricks to cash for opponents, and in any case, north-south have only 8 tricks.
Again, I may be wrong. Maybe that one no trump bid showed 5 spades. Some people do play that, but it seems silly again that East-West couldn't start showing their suits at the 1 level, assuming one no trump was just a strong relay type action, which is what I suspect it was.
I believe it is that stronger really. 1 no trump, their card shows is a stronger kind of hand. Weak with trump fit or stronger?
What's wrong with a good old-fashioned 1 spade call showing spades?
Absolutely nothing wrong. And when we have 2 5-carders to mention,
I suppose
wasting
it
one.
worked out well because had he bid spades, then Rosenberg wouldn't have been quite so keen to bid no trumps. And now on the surprise attack of a spade lead, the 3 no trump will surely fail very quickly. Now it's sort of interesting. He's still only got 8 tricks, I guess, so it should still go 1 down. But
That's right.
Yeah, I can't see anything happening.
It is really interesting to see that, to note that East hasn't shown any of his suit. He's got 2 5 cards, his partner is opened, and he hasn't got around to showing any suit, and he is allowing opponents to play undoubled.
Yeah, the whole thing's quite weird, really, isn't it? Interestingly, Australia are actually going to lose 3 imps, despite the fact they're going to beat 3 no trump, one assumes, because in the other end they played in 5 clubs doubled, and the double will win 3 imps for the USA.
That's right.
Ian McCants, who's from Melbourne, is predicting his contract will make. I'm struggling to see any way that could ever happen, but you never know.
Well, when people have to make discards. Now, I don't know why Brown is keeping all those diamonds. He could definitely discard 2 diamonds. In fact, he is still keeping 1 diamond too many.
And he's going to probably he's got 1 more discard to make. He probably will discard the diamond 9 now.
Yes, that's true.
But even if he pitches a spade, like how can this ever make?
And how do you like that diamond lead? That might have sold the contract, if now North or South had the diamond jack.
Well, indeed. I would have had very little sympathy for East West if they'd let through Serena Trump on this board. And it looks like Peter Lund is joining us. So welcome, Peter.
Hi, you. Yes, Jana asked me to join you here.
Welcome, Peter.
Thanks, Panda and Michael.
Board 24 is going to be interesting. East to West make 5 clubs. In the other room, they were doubled. So that was 550 to USA-2. And North-South make 10 tricks in spades. A club, a heart, and a diamond loser, possibly a diamond rough too. So
Well,
profitable.
yeah, if they get a club, a heart, and a diamond rough, that's one down. But they haven't got the heart trick yet, and the hearts might get pitched on the diamonds. So, yeah, let's see what happens.
That's true. So possibly 10 tricks in spades or diamonds for North-South.
But for sure you can expect there will be a battle on the 5 level. And on the 5 level, it looks like North-South played better in diamonds than in spade. In spade, can take diamond to the S, diamond off, club to the S, diamond off for the first 4 tricks.
Good points. And whereas in 5 diamonds, you just lose a heart, a club, and a diamond. Mind you, no, in 5 diamonds on a spade lead, you can get a spade rough by underleading your clubs.
But that's
Yes, I can see that. But I don't expect anyone to lead a spade against a diamond contract, and you'll lose your heart trick.
Yeah, you're correct.
Four diamond is a nice bid. Seems to be showing both diamonds and spades, and it's quite unlikely that North-South will double 5 club now. I'm quite sure they will decide to bid further, whether they will come to 5 diamond or 5 spade. That is the only thing that remains to be seen.
But in the closed room, South also bid 4 diamonds.
Oh yes, in the closed room too, South bid 4 diamonds, but West bid 4 heart and got north into a mood of business doubles.
Okay, so actually, in fact, North-South haven't bid 5 over 5. It's tough for anyone to bid 5 over 5, I think, without a void. And so that will just be 4 imps to the USA, assuming, of course, that Bilski makes this, which I'm sure he will.
Was this a forcing pass by North by any chance?
No, this isn't a forcing pass. The whole point of the fit-showing jump is that North should be the one making the decision over 5 clubs.
And remember, South is an unpassed hand.
Yeah, but the idea of things like fit-showing jumps is that they tell you, you describe your hand in one go, and then partner makes the decision when they compete.
In which case I would have expected not to bid 5 diamond or 5 spade. No?
Yes, I
You
would
certainly might have,
expect
but it's a
that
close
also.
decision, I think.
But Michael,
A part score for a change. Looks like this will be a contest between spades for North-South and clubs for East-West. East-West can begin, East-West can make 3 clubs if they begin trumps with a small from East hand. But would North get a hard rough? Yes, he will. So I guess 3 club will not make for East-West. Is this automatic pass from North hand for both of you, Peter, Michael? Not 1 spade?
I don't mind the pass. Like, West just shown spades, and you've got a pretty crappy hand in a lot of ways.
for me it's a 1 spade hand. Over the double, I have a major. My major bid show a 5-card suit. So I think I have a nice hand for 1 spade, and would probably end up in 2 diamonds, because 1 heart double, 1 spade pass. Now 2 diamonds by South or pass, and we have original play in a spade contract. So I think that the North-South pair here give up all too easy.
I would also think so, because it is after an initial pass by North, so 1 spade had very little risk associated with it, and they are fresh too. Looks like they sold out to 2 club rather cheaply because of that pass. And Australia will get some IMPs, 6 or 5 or 6 perhaps. In fact 6, whatever, whether they score 8 tricks or 9 tricks, it is 140 plus 90 or 110, so 6 imps.
So 2 balls in a row, a very passive approach by Michael Rosenberg. I just check out on board 24. Only 7 out of 22 tables were allowed to play in 5 clubs at all other tables. East, North, South competed to the 5 level and lost 50, 100, 300 at 1 or 2 tables, but 400 out is for sure a bad result, talking about 24.
Yeah, I thought North had a bid, and that's why I was wondering whether it was some kind of a forcing pass.
For me, it was not a forcing situation. Both non-vulnerable, both all knows that it's about 5 clubs or 5 diamonds, very close. So for sure it's not a forcing situation for me. And I wonder why Michael Rosenberg, now 2 balls in a row, bit so timid.
Yeah, I noticed that the two on both, last 2 hands, the 2 passes were by him that were a little questionable. Another opportunity to pass, a borderline decision, double or pass. This is a weak note term, so I guess a double is in order. East-West can escape to diamond.
In second hand, over a weak no trump, a double would show 14 plus. In 4th seed, you could be a little bit more pressed, and I would say in 4th seed you could double down to 11, 12 to get in the bidding. And a good decision by South to pass.
So that's a fairly aggressive move by North-South. They've doubled up an 8 card sit at the 2 level. The good thing is it's only a minor, so even if it makes, it's only 180. What will he leave here?
Yeah, but it's likely to go 1 down, isn't it? The pass itself suggests, pass by South suggests that he has some strength.
For me, there's no problem in doubling 2 diamonds by North when your partner have shown that he's willing to play against 1 no doubled. Then double by North is an obvious bid for me. I have for years played weak no trump, 12-14, but I'm a chicken, So I only play 12-14 no trumps when I'm non-vulnerable. When I'm vulnerable, I play them 15-17.
And how often have you had problems because of having to remember whether it is vulnerable or non-vulnerable every time the board comes up?
I must tell you, never.
Okay, that's very good.
It's not so hard to remember, and especially not now, when I have played it for 30 years or more. But my partners normally have no problem either, because the combination weak no trumps none and strong no trumps vulnerable is so common in Denmark. A lot of players play that way. The younger ones, they play 12-14 throughout, and they have to suffer minus 800 on part score hands.
They gain on other hands though. But the one thing that's interesting about the vulnerability is, when I was a younger player, I didn't look at the vulnerability as much on the boards as I do now. It's something I look at a lot now, and it matters a lot at imps, the vulnerability. It matters at match points too, but at imps I think the vulnerability is so important.
I see your point, Michael. I see your point, Michael, but even as a young player, I played 1-0, only 12-14 in green. I have my money to dear to me.
Maybe you were born an old player, Peter.
Okay, I take that.
That's probably a compliment, actually.
Of course.
It's a guess who is end played game.
Lucky for Brown, he has almost all the middle cards in diamonds, but he's probably to go to lose. Yes. If he's a little bit clever, then he will only lose 2 diamond tricks and have a decent result.
It looks like this goes one down whatever happens. The only interesting point is North is believing that he is being end played as he doesn't know South is club ace queen, and he has avoided playing that suit or any of the minors, and thus far it has been a game of passing the lead.
But now that he knows about partner's majors, he knows partner must have a club honour really to have passed the double of 1 no trump, I think.
That it should be quite an easy defense now for North. As you said, for sure North have at least the ace of clubs to pass 1 no doubled. So North should have an easy small club now.
Well, you must note that the pass by South doesn't absolutely promise strength. It only suggests There could be cases where South simply doesn't want to come in at 2 level and is willing to accept 180 or 380 minus rather than risking 500 or 800 minus. So that is something that Rosenberg does have to worry about. But on balance, I would think if West took out the double, it's much more likely that South has something with him.
So actually, the best play though for Rosenberg now is a low diamond. If Declarer plays low, that's 2 down instead of 1 down, isn't it?
That is right. He will get to over rough heart.
More importantly, the West hand has no entry to take the finesse.
It will be the same if South catches say club ace and plays a heart now. The singleton diamond queen will have to be guessed eventually.
Declare will be forced to that.
Declarer's not got an entry to hand to take the finesse, and will have to bring them there. But also, there's a good point been made in the text commentary. If Wellington leads a heart now, oh, no, dummy be over roughing the last up. That's not true.
Perhaps this is a better play, giving Declarer some option.
Yeah, this is the way to get 2 down now. Declarer's now going to have to guess what to do.
No guess.
Club jack.
That's just bad play.
Why, Peter? What if Rosenberg
Because
last 3 cards
he played
between
lost.
extra diamonds and a club?
And he would just... I really don't think he almost played North for a 5-card diamond suit.
Just switch the queen of diamonds and a low diamond, Peter, in the ending. So Rosenberg's got queen extra diamonds and a clublet. Why isn't that possible?
Yes, but if you count high card points, then you only give 6 to South and 18 to North. And I don't think it's very unlikely that it's correct to dock this diamond.
I'm not sure I agree. North doubled a no trump and then doubled a diamond. Why doesn't he have king, queen, 10 extra diamonds in his 18 count?
Because it's not likely that such would pass with only 6.
Well, South didn't. I'm not convinced it was an error. I think it was a poor guess, but I'm not convinced it was an error. So I think Rosenberg will make this one. I can't see how he would go down. Good
With
play there,
this
leading with
result,
Diamond Queen, trying to entice the cover. But it was never actually planning to take the finesse. He was just, if Bilski happened to cover it, then he was going to make the diamond tricks. But otherwise, he's just relying on 5 clubs, a heart, a diamond, and 2 spades for 9 tricks.
with the results now, USA-2 have moved up as number 10, but they are still 17, 18 victory points behind the 8th spot, which for the moment is England. So they still have a tough day tomorrow and probably need 3 good wins to reach the knockout phase. And the key match for USA-2 tomorrow will be when they meet England. That could be a direct match about the 8th spot. And if USA-2 win that match, they have a good chance, because their 2 other opponents are Bahrain, who have not scored much yet, and another team from another of the lower ranking teams. So the match tomorrow, England, US2, will be for sure the match we have to follow.
That's undoubtedly a crucial match, but that's in the morning. The actually really interesting match, possibly in the last round, is England versus Germany, which could easily be a knockout spot in the very last round.
But 2 days ago, everybody expected USA-2 to be absolute out of the running, but now they have fought back and have a decent chance, but they have to defeat England. If they don't do that, they are out.
Actually, a lot of people thought that USA-2 had a good chance because they'd had a very tough draw in the early days and have an easier draw in the later days. The team that a lot of people thought might struggle, because if you look at their draw, it was much, much tougher at the end, was Japan. But Japan have had a fantastic day today. They played 2 good teams in the morning. They had a big win against the Netherlands, and then only lost narrowly in round 17 against, I think, Italy. They still have a tough day tomorrow, though, but Japan looked like they might have enough now.
I don't have all the results from the Bermuda balls over the last 10 or 20 years, but for sure, USA, most of the time, have both their teams in the knockout phase.
I think one USA team has missed out once in the last 15 years or so, but that's, I think only one USA team has missed the knockout in quite a long time.
It's also my feeling. I can't prove it now, but of course I will look it up. But I agree with you. It very, very few times we don't have two USA team in the knockout phase.
Okay, four years ago in Brazil, USA-2 missed a knockout.
Now it is 3-0. The clubs are very bad, but let's say, now take the queen of diamonds and play. Oh, why disturb your own communication? Why not play a small diamond to the 8 now? Sorry, I'm not here to criticize the players, but at least I can say this could have been played better. And the players suggested, I think, would give the player a decent chance to make.
Yes, Diamond Queen followed by a small club would have been the normal play. I don't know why he played club ace.
I can tell you, but I don't agree. But he was afraid that South have Jack 10 stiff in clubs, and don't like South to get in to play hard through. If South have Jack 10 stiff in clubs and North a 5-card hard suit, then a small club will set up directly 5 tricks for the defense, but you have to trust some of the cards you see.
That's right. In which case, play a spade, don't play a club. In any case, even with 25 high card points between them, this was a difficult hand for East West because of that singleton Diamond Queen. So, the good values of Ace King of Diamonds worth 7 high card points are almost stranded and are not in play for any productive purpose. I believe after Club Jack came down, he had to take a call whether it was Jack 10 or Jack Singleton and play accordingly, considering the bad entry situation. It was not possible to cater to everything.
For me, this is an obvious two-spade opening. What about you guys?
Yeah, I'm fine with this, but
Depends on whether they have it.
good.
These north-south played two-heart opening showing spade suit, so it would have been a two-heart for north, but he has opted not to go for it.
But this only confirm what I have seen of Rosenberg speaking here. When he has to choose between pass and bidding, every time he has found the pass card.
Yes, it would seem so from this round. I guess a player
Yes,
who...
and that's the only thing I have. I haven't followed US-2.
I mean, here is a player who places more emphasis on partnership rather
But I'm a little bit...
individual game.
But I'm a little bit surprised because from the old days, I don't know Michael Rosenberg as a very conservative bidder and player. Solid, but not so conservative as I have seen here.
Jack, I presume from Jack Queen. Well, the North-South convention card doesn't say Jack from Queen Jack. So, is it a false card opening lead? Sort of shed some more light. Looking at their convention card, it doesn't look like they play Jack from Queen Jack.
They don't play ocean now?
There's been a bit of movement in some of the other matches. England are having quite a good match against Poland, and in the other match that's sort of crucial to the qualifying spots, Canada is beating Germany. So that's actually got Canada into the 8th spot, and Poland is 7th, and England is 6th. At the moment, China are missing out. But there's, of course, still 3 more rounds to go tomorrow.
As I noticed, the Jack of Diamonds seems like some kind of false card on lead, and that is what has gotten West into playing North for Diamond Queen. Unfortunately, even after winning that trick, there aren't sufficient tricks for North-South to take the contract down.
There one more reason to play North for the Queen of Spades. I play the Diamond, Queen of Diamond, is that when South is in now, the King of Spades is still protected.
That is okay, but the club ace is still out, so North could get in with club ace to play spade. So this protection is only notional.
No, it's 50%. South will have both the aces. Or every time South has the ace of clubs, then this play
Yes,
is...
but then it is quite likely that if South has ace of clubs, then North would have ace of spade. But whatever, there is some kind of protection, marginal if at all. I mean, marginal, even if though it might be.
The 3-0, which we discussed on port 28, in the closed room, Camille in West gave himself almost no chance, as the card was, because he docked the heart lead. Heart to the queen and docked, and then heart through his S-jack. So the defense set up the heart suit from start. And in the closed room, the lead was also the 2 of heart. So looks against the odds to play south for king queen of heart.
So once again, we see the East-West take on the sort of Polish club. This club shows either 11 to 16 with clubs, or a strong no trump, or 17 to 20 any shape. One diamond was the only move available to West with 6 or more high card points, so this was very much a minimum.
And 2 no trump is something out of the 17 plus any.
Presumably 18-20 balanced, in fact. 3 clubs will be asking about majors. 3 diamonds presumably shows at least 1 4-card major. West, I suspect, might bid 3... Oh no, West bids 3 hearts apparently to show hearts. I thought West might bid 3 spades to show his hearts.
Something has gone wrong, looks like. East is thinking it is puppet stem.
No, I'm sure they know what they're doing. So they just don't do the puppet part. 3 out will have shown 4 hearts, I'm sure. Well, I hope.
And they are happy to have the hard contract being conducted from the weak hand.
Well, the thing is, it's not actually necessary. Well, I mean, it's not the strong hand, but West has actually shown a positive, believe it or not, with that pile of rubbish.
Still I am surprised over the bidding. I know that the New Zealander have a very complex system, but over 2 no trump, I'm a little bit disappointed in their methods.
I'm not convinced with the 4-3-3 you actually need to bother with Damon once partner. Shows 18-20 balanced, but there you go.
As you can see, the weak hand conducting is a bit of a problem, and the lead goes through club ace small, and even double dummy, the heart queen could have been captured by pinning heart 9, but now the defenders could force the big hand to rough some. They will have to be careful, though. I suppose a club back now.
I suspect he will go down, and I reckon in the other room, this is just a guess, 3-no trump might make. So I'm predicting another swing to the US here.
And it was a very good lead by Rosenberg. When you hold a 4-card trump, then you have to find an attacking lead, a lead where you hope you can force the clear to off. And that's the reason that spade from North would be a very poor lead in most cases. And then it's up to diamond or club, and Rosenberg made the right guess here.
Yeah, King of Clubs now guarantees a trump trick for Rosenberg, so this is probably going 2 down, I think, now.
Yes, I would think so. Of course, that lead away from Club King would not be my idea of useful or attacking lead on this occasion. But I agree that with long trumps, you should consider attacking with a suit in which you have maximum values rather than playing a doubleton.
But I also have to admit, I probably would have led a diamond, which not have been a success here. But only if you press me hard.
For me, it would have been very close in club and diamond. I'm a big fan of King Third as an attacking lead.
That's out here, I guess a spade lead, not because it is doubleton, but because you are pushing it through a strong hand, might also have something going for it.
Okay, Tanya, but still, Michael and I are in the same boat. We would both lead from our minors here and not our doubleton.
As I said, not because the spade is doubleton, but because it is a weaker suit.
If Woodbine conducts this now, is there actually a chance of 3 down?
Oh no.
They're still okay. This is still 2 down, even without. Yeah, it is. This contract's just in so much trouble. He doesn't have any tricks. I'm not sure, but I think 3 down was maybe possible if Willen conducts the spade.
Yes, and I mean, that wasn't risky at all. Practical certainty that West had a more or less balanced hand.
Okay, so this is an exciting hand for East-West. They've got a lot of stuff, both of them. Where will they end up?
Seven diamond.
The 7 no trumps, surely, if you're going to play at the 7 level, is as good as anything.
I don't quite like the one no trump bid with that hand. It's coming for the second time. You have two suits to mention, and you've begun with something.
It's a relay. It's a relay. So that's their system. They play one no trump is asking more about the West hand, and East will continue to ask questions about the West hand.
And you know, the East-West playing a very complex artificial system, so you can't compare with normal bidding.
No, it's not. I mean, all I'm saying is that if you waste a round of bid and you have to show two suits and one of them 6-carder, you won't have enough time to do all that.
The point is that
reasonably gracefully.
The point is that East isn't ever going to attempt to describe his hand. They're going to describe the West hand, and then East is going to place the contract.
Okay.
I'm not advocating this as a method. I'm just explaining it.
Yeah, I understand. I saw they were different. I mean, on last occasion, partner opened and he had 11 points and he had two suits, 5-carders. None of them got mentioned and they were defending 3 no trump undoubled. Now, the club suit probably will never get mentioned now, unless 2 speed short clubs.
No, he's not. As I say, he's getting a description of the West hand, I'm sure.
So what has West shown? Now, one diamond, one no trump, 2 hearts is diamonds and hearts, and 2 speed, 3 diamonds is more diamonds than hearts.
I don't know the exact nature of their note. Someone thinks that 2 hearts shows a maximum with 4 hearts, as well as the diamond suit, obviously.
If you see the written commentary, then 3 diamonds promise 6+ diamond suit.
What it says is, on 1 diamond, 1 no trump, 2 club is artificial minimum and 2 heart is natural maximum. So 2 heart is a natural bid, shows maximum hand, and 3 diamond, I guess, shows more diamonds than hearts.
And as we are told, 4 diamond now was Roman key card.
Okay. Because their 1 diamond opening in the first place is 5-card diamond. So 2 heart is fine, 5 diamonds, 4 hearts, 3 diamonds, 6 diamond, 4 hearts, and 4 diamond, 4 heart if it shows 3 key cards. I suppose East should be able to place the contract once he knows heart queen.
Okay, so
the 1 diamond opening.
In the typed commentary,
the 1 diamond opening is either diamonds or some balanced hands.
Just quickly, I was wrong about the previous board. 3 no trump went down in the other room, so it wasn't a swing to the US, what I predicted it might be.
Now, Peter, 1 diamond opening promises 5-card diamond. That's what their convention card says. And
As the only possibility?
No other possibility. In the typed commentary, they're talking about 4 no trump being non-forcing. I guess that is because the 4 heart could be 0 or 3 key cards. So with 3 key cards and extra diamonds, West is happy to simply blast his way to Grand Slam. Needs a 3-2 diamond break or Jack falling singleton, so roughly about 70% or just above that. Excellent Grand Slam. A small club rough now, possibly that is the safest. That brings us to last board. 24 high card points with north-south. I guess 3 Notre would have some chance, although not 4 hard because Ace King and Spade rough kills 4 hard almost immediately. South has a classic no trumpish hand. Oh well, now they are not going to bid 4 hearts, north-south. One diamond double,
You see,
three double. Go on.
you see the double by South here? It shows hearts. Sometimes your opponent's bid doubles on or 3 small here just to confuse. So you have to use the double to show partner, they are trying to steal our heart contract. Here, 1 heart is normal. So let's see what will go on now. South leader was just a good hand, and what do you have here? 3, 6, 8, 11, and 4, 3, 3. It's very close that he don't bid. So the bidding here is almost what you could expect home in your own club. One diamond, I have an opening hand with no 5-card major, double take out, redouble I have points, pass 1 heart, double I have hearts, 2 clubs, weak hand with clubs, 2 hearts, okay, we play there. I expected home in the club. The defense would be a little bit better. It would be Ace King of Spades, spade off and club back. Don't you agree, Michael and Pena?
King of spade, spade back. I wonder why North-South did not consider 3-no trump. Maybe they don't want to, I mean, they know lots of IMPs are in bag, so they don't want to take further chances. But surely, with only East having the outside strength, there would have been reasonable play available for that. In the meantime, Australia had scored 49 Ps on board 31 when the Americans didn't even reach a small slam.
We can see that there are a lot of play for 3-0, but close your eyes for the cards. Your partner have shown 12-14 balanced, and you have 11. Would you normal move?
No, the readable is fine. That showed string, didn't it? On 2 club 2 heart, possibly South could have bid 2-no trump to invite.
Yes, that was my question. When you know your partner have 12-14 balance, would you then invite on 11 non-vulnerable, where you need 50-50 for the game?
I think I would, because if he has 14 and I have 11, that is 25 is good enough for games, and even 24 sometimes is good enough. And especially when I know that the defense is concentrated in only one hand, the strength is concentrated in only one hand, I have that extra leverage.
Your last point is valid, that you know that the opponent's values are on one hand. But I don't agree. If I have 11, 4, 3, 3, 3, opposite the 12, 14, non-vulnerable. And in the long run, it's winning bridge.
So just that's sort of the end. That's the end of this match. Thank you, everyone. Thanks to my fellow commentators, Peter and Pena. Just interestingly, the US missed on board 31. They stopped in game on the Grand Slam hand, which is rather surprising. That cost them a couple of VPs, and let's hope for their sake, I guess, they don't miss those 2 VPs at the end of tomorrow. Tomorrow, of course, the last day of qualifying. There should be some very interesting bridge as we come down to the wire. Thanks again.
Thanks, Michael, Peter, all. Bye.